Hello, everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me? Hello,
Hi, good evening. I can hear you.
Bruno. Hi.
Yes, bros. I greet you.
Where is the where where is the feedback coming from? Oh, okay, I think I know. I know where it's coming from. Okay. So I sent a link for us to watch on YouTube. So please let me know if that's working. Where's my glasses? I had to stay in the office, so you will forgive me if my audio is not as sharp as it normally is. Sorry, my video is not as sharp as it normally is. I don't have my lights. I don't have my everything. This is really not nice. But we'll do it mostly without video. 1 second. All right, everyone. So let's get in. I can see more and more people joining, and for those of us who are struggling with getting in, network has been very interesting. But let me ask, how many of us are up to date with the classes so far? Bruno, are you up to date?
Yeah, so I'm up to date.
Okay. I
Yes,
haven't checked.
up to date.
Okay.
I think Excel has been surviving
None of us.
the stress, the network stress. MTN seems to be the most hit.
Yeah, I can see those who are doing quite well. I can see them. See, a lot of you have found ways to still stay on track, and I'm really excited about it. The truth of the matter is, no matter what happens, life will continue to go on. Nobody will wait for you. So if you keep hoping that people will wait for you, you will continue to struggle. Nobody is waiting for you. We do what we need to do and we move on. So, did anybody have any issues, or does anyone have any questions from the last two classes? So we looked at, hold on. So for those struggling from, I would say, let me even start recording so that we can have this. So for those who are still struggling to connect and who are having network issues, I would believe that I have tried. I am streaming, I'm using Zoom, and I'm also streaming on YouTube. So there will be a replay available in case it's not connecting. I would really say that, you know, some of these things are actually beyond my control. So I want to ask, for those of us who are here in today's session, what would, and if you're watching on YouTube, please, you can drop questions. You can drop questions so that we can, I would review them, we'll answer them. Nobody is left behind, okay? Nobody will be left behind. Now, on this whole network thing started like 2 days ago. And I know we looked at pricing your products and services and knowing your costs. We looked at basic bookings. We looked at expense management. And today, I'm basically discussing simple accounting tools for small businesses, simple accounting tools. Before I go on, does anyone have any questions before we dive in? Because today's session will just be me pointing out accounting tools that can help your business. So does anyone have any questions they want to ask before I proceed? Bruno, go ahead, please.
Okay. Okay. My question was more around my own business that I don't sell products every day. So I'm more of a consultant where you get my you need my services, you pay for you pay for it. So if I can't, so sometimes we might even use two you can even use 2, 3 months to even get a job. And you can use like 4, 5 months to finish that job, depending on the size
Hello,
of
Bruno.
the job. So how do we are we going to put our yearly cost on top one project? Or I don't know.
So basically what I would say is this. For that, so I would say you should look at there are basic things you would need to spend on to stay in business.
Yeah.
Focus on that. Once you figure out this is what I need to do at the barest minimum to stay in business, and then you tackle those ones, it means that majority of the other things that come up will be profit. Do you understand? So the idea
Okay.
is sometimes many of us don't even know what we need to generate. Like, how much do you need to make? How much do you need to stay in business this month? Many
Yeah.
of us don't know.
Mm.
So that's the objective of that, for you to be able to say, okay, I need to generate this amount and I'll need to add it one way or the other to my pricing. Now, anything else that comes beyond that, okay, we would modify it from there. Good. I can see some people commenting from on YouTube, so that's good. Damian says she's here. Global is here. All right. So don't overthink it. The objective of this pricing and that costing thing was for you to be conscious of the fact that if you do not articulate every expense, every cost, everything you need to spend money on, and figure out a way of attaching it to your pricing, you'll be running at a loss. You understand?
Yes. Yes.
So look at it from that perspective. Sometimes the easiest solution is the best solution. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Any other question before we move on? If you have questions, if you're watching on YouTube, if you have questions, please drop them. I will answer. So, moving on, let me share my screen. Today, we are looking at basic accounting tools. Basic accounting tools. And the idea is, as a small business owner, I want to believe that there are certain things you should know. There are certain tools you should be able to use, whether you're a techie person or not. That's not the issue. But there are certain tools, certain things you should know how to use to ease the way you do business. Because remember, a lot of the things you are working on here are connected to structure. And what exactly is structure? Structure is having the right tools, the right people, the right processes, all to make sure that we get the right results. That's structure. Okay, so I would hope that you all can see my screen and we can take it from there. So I want to discuss basic accounting tools, which are simply simple software that you can use in your small business to do some basic accounting. That's basically what it is. So the first one I want to share is Zoho Invoice. Now, I don't know if I've spoken about this in the previous session, but for anybody who wants to, we have talked about it a little bit somewhere. But for you, hello? Zoho Invoice is a tool that would help you with calculating and defining your sales with anybody. I think I had done a video on this. If I want to think so, but there's not no harm in me showing it again. We're talking basic accounting tools. Zoho Invoice is simply a tool that allows you to be able to document a sale. So if someone comes to you and makes a request for something, you can send the person a proposal or a pro forma invoice. That is you just saying, see my price list. The next stage is when somebody has said, okay, pay me. Okay, I am ready to pay. You use an invoice to basically say, this is what you are buying, and this is how much you are buying it at, and this is how you pay me. Then, a receipt is basically, I have received X amount of money from you. Zoho Invoice allows you to be able to do all three, but our focus today is to make sure you know how to create invoices, okay? So let me show you how to use quick Zoho Invoice quickly. So you simply just go to your website. Oh yeah, I need to stop and start sharing here. So I'm using Safari. You come to your browser and you simply type Zoho. Zoho, I have talked about it a little bit. Zoho is a company that creates simple, easy to use and easy to understand software that would help you as a business owner, whether you're a small business or whether you're a medium scale business. So you simply go to zoho.com/invoice, or you type Zoho. As you can see, Zoho Invoice appears here. So all you simply need to do is, because I already have an account, I can click and go in. If not, you click sign up. I just simply want to show you. I just simply want to show you. Please, if you're not speaking, mute yourself. Osba, please mute yourself. All right. So because I already have an account, it's asking me to go here. So all I simply need to do is access Zoho invoice. If not, it will ask you to enroll or to sign up. And Zoho invoice is free. Zoho invoice is very, very free. Okay, it allows you to send invoices. Now, as you can see, it is showing the Organized Small Business Academy. So this is the company name. Of course, you can come here first things first to look at your settings, your organizational profile. That is details of your company. So you can come here. If you click organizational profile, you can add your company name, the location, address. All of these things will appear in your invoice. If you have a website URL, you put them. Okay. What's your base currency? Naira or whatever it is, you put all of that there. Very simple. Just so that when you create invoices, they come out normally. Good. So, what again do I want to check? You can add users. So you can add 1 or 2 members of your team. As you can see, I have Testimony, who is also part of my team. Testimony is my executive assistant. So if you want to invite a new user, you simply click here. Put the person's name, email address, and the role, whether the person is a staff or an admin, and then you add. That's that. So that means your staff should be able to send invoices in your absence, but all the invoices will appear here. Great. So going back, invoices. Now we want to create an invoice. You simply click this invoice button and come here and do new, create invoice. Look at it, new. It's simple. Now, there are certain things that the Zoho invoice will put for you automatically. An invoice contains a couple of things. An invoice contains an invoice number. It contains an invoice date. It contains the due date, when is money supposed to be paid, and then the items that are supposed to be on the invoice, if there's any tax. So, how do we create this invoice? Simply, first, add a customer. Now, you would need to add customers. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. Now, once you click here to show you, should you add a new customer? Now, let us add, who do we add now as our customer? Let us add Bruno. Bruno, unmute yourself so you'll be giving me some details.
Okay.
Okay, so first name is
Bruno.
Bruno. Okay, last name?
Umofia. UMO.
FIA.
Yes, double FIA. Yes.
Okay, good. Salutation, Mr. Company name. What's your company
Feathers.
name? Eh?
Groom Feathers. Groom, GROOM. Feathers. Engineering.
So we are creating a new Groom Feathers customer display name. It definitely, it's Bruno is the primary contact, but we are dealing with a company.
Yeah.
If we're dealing with an individual, it's the individual's name that will appear here. I will charge Bruno in Naira. What is Bruno's email? I will put my email address here so that you will see how the invoice appears.
Okay.
Okay. Then put phone number, whatever it is. Are we adding tax? If you're adding tax, you put the tax rate here. What language are we using? It's English. Simple. Now, tax, VAT, 5%. We put that.
How did the software know it's supposed to be 7.5?
You can add it there when you go to it's in settings. You simply go to settings. Yes, you can put 7.5. You can also see You can search for and add a VAT. It's there on the
Okay.
settings. I can show you. But let me finish
Okay.
this. Payment terms due on receipt. Then you save. See, we have added Grooms Further Engineering. Simple. What's the invoice number? Invoice 003. You scroll down. Now, if your staff are the people who are making these invoices, it's easy to select and add a salesperson. But for now, don't stress yourself about some of these things. So, what am I selling to Bruno this time? Now, 1 hour strategy session. Now, if I need to create a new product for Bruno, I will come here and add item, add new item. Let me do it. It's not a good, it's a service. So let me say one coaching program, part payment. Okay. What's the selling price to first installment? Okay. Save. Am I selecting the tax? But let's remove the tax on this for now. See, the item has been added. One-on-one coaching program, quantity. I didn't add the, oh, okay, edit. It's supposed to have added the amount. Okay. When you're putting your numbers, don't put any commas. So as you can see, it's showing here. 2 million naira. Any discounts? No. The VAT is here, so it automatically added it. If I need to add a new item, all I simply need to do is add a new row. A new item. So I can add 3, 4, 5 different items here. Or I can add a description to this item. I move on to the next one. If there's a photo for it, I can put it here. It's simple. You go to the bottom now. You will see customer note. I will show you how to add this easily. My invoice is say all payments should be made to the company account. Thank you for your business. That's all. Now, if this person has, if you've received money before sending this invoice, you can just come here and click, I have received payment. That's all. Save and send. The invoice has been created. See what it looks like in the mail. Dear Grooms Further. So this is created automatically. And attach the invoice as a PDF. That's all. And then I send. It has gone. So it will come to my mail since I use my mail for that. See what the invoice looks like. So this is what Bruno will get as the mail. But the exact invoice itself, this is what the invoice looks like, which he can print and file. You see? Easy. Straight to the point. No need going to go and start writing all of this again. Now, if I need to send somebody another invoice at the same time, that is the same product, all I simply need to do is go back to my Zoho invoice. I can come here and create duplicate. Clone the invoice. Simple. If I create clone, it makes another one. Now, I will simply come here, change who I am sending the payment to. That's it. Change the person I'm sending the invoice to. Change the rate. So it makes your job a lot easier. Okay? Now, when you have received payment from somebody, when a payment has been received, all you simply need to do is you say, okay, maybe new payment, select which customer. Let us select groups further. If any amount has been paid, now it's showing you the invoice that is unpaid yet, which you can select. So it makes your job a lot easier. There's an invoice unpaid right now. How much did you receive? I received the full amount. Simple. I've received money from him. And then you say, Bruno, I've not received money for you, so don't don't go there. Now, see the receipt. Now you can send the receipt. Send mail. Bruno, payment received. Take it out. Simple. So with Zoho invoice, you can send invoices and you can send receipts. Very simple, straight to the point, without stress. Now, I was trying to show you how you can make certain changes. Invoices, you can come to invoice here. If you go to settings, remember, what did I do? I came to this gear signal, this gear button here. Then I went to, that's where settings is. Then I went to invoices. I clicked invoices, it's showing me general. You scroll down. What are the terms and conditions? Payment should be received in 24 hours, or that's where you put that in there. Now, customer notes, see where I put it. All payments should be made to this. Thank you for your business. That's how it's done. Simple and safe. Make sense? So I hope all of you have seen how to use Zoho invoice. The
Can you add your logo to the
you can
invoice?
add your logo, yes. All you simply need to do is here at settings here. If you go to organizational profile, see your logo here, upload your logo. That's it.
Okay.
Then you select the logo. All right. The next thing I want to share with us is payable. Now, one of the reasons I like this, it's new. It was recently brought to my attention, and I have been trying to get myself acquainted with it, but I'd like to share it with you. It's called Payable. So it's a software that allows you to manage payments. So one of the things I teach business owners is for you to have some level of freedom, as much as possible, allow other people do payments. Allow other people do expenses. Now, you don't want people to do expenses from your account. So sometimes you have to go and open an expense account. But if you open an expense account, you might not know exactly which payments are going to who and how it's attached to what. That's what this payable could help you do. What this payable helps you do. Okay. So I have an account. If you don't have an account, it will ask you to just log in. But I already have an account, so I can go to dashboard. So in here is simply expenses. That's all I want to show you guys, how to manage expenses. So of course you have an account. It shows, if you go to settings, you can see company details, company owner, company documents. So you might need to put some of your details if you intend to do, consistent transactions. I'm going to, if it's something you're interested in, I will get the company to come and share how payable works with us in details. So if it's something you're interested, let us know. But it's something that I'm interested in using and I'm going to start using from next week. My team and I have been practicing with it. So if you go to Insight, it shows you your dashboard. Now, this is how much you have in your wallet. This is, forget the dollar part. This is how much you have in your wallet. Now, if you need to make a payment, what this means is you can put money in here and your staff can be making expenses and you can see every single payment that was made and to who. So if you want to do a payout, to make a payment, you simply come here, make payment, manual payment. So are you paying out a vendor? That means every payment must go to somebody. It must be clear. You simply click do this, continue. Who are you paying? Add a new vendor. We are paying a, to let somebody else come. Okay, let me use something. Let's use an individual. Who are we paying? We are paying testimony. We're paying, what's his email address? Phone number, legal address, country. Not, you might not need to put all of this. Continue. Okay, phone is required. 08038793849. Which field? Nigeria. Port Harcourt. Now, how are you going to pay him? Local bank transfer. Simple. Continue. Which bank are you paying from? Or which bank are you paying to? You're paying to, I think that's OPay. Put his account number. I don't have it, but it's a simple process that allows you to make payments. Once you make the payment, you do this, you add vendor. I have his, where is his account details? Somewhere, but let me use, okay, so let me use something else. Put one of my account number there. Okay, so who are we paying? Testimony, payment type, add banking details, select the wallet, add the amount, payment tag, any attachments, and you simply just send payments. What I like about this is it will allow you to be able to see all payments as they go out. All payments that as they go out. So I'm going to get the team to come before we finish our academy and let them, properly expatiate on this. But this is the tool I think would save all of us a lot of stress because it means that you can actually give details of all your expenses. It's an advanced level of the Excel spreadsheet and the book that I had shared before. So I'm not saying anyone is better. I'm saying if you can find a way to automate some of the things that you do, by all means, please do it. The third solution I want to share with us is ERP Rev. ERP Rev. Now, this one is a bit more robust, okay, and it's not free. Okay, so I will just show you the highlights of this one. This is one of the ones that we install for our clients. Okay, so if it's something that you want, do let me know. It's a tool that would help you, and it's very affordable. It's 4,000 naira per user. So if you have 2 or 3 people involved, 2 or 3 members of your team signed up, It makes your job easier. So let me show you what you will get from it. Okay. So you have a customer management system, that is CRM, where you can keep details of your customers. You have a payment voucher. You have receipt management system, so you can issue receipts. You can issue invoices. You can add all your products, product management. You can do product stock intake, so you can do inventory at a basic level. You can record expenses. You can do daily periodic financial reports. This is total sales for the day. You can send emails. You can view sold products and profits on each sales. You can do supply management. You can do staff management system. Your staff are in there, their list. Stock adjustment system, so you can adjust your inventory. Now, this is for the basic plan, the standard plan. This is the premium plan. Everything here, but you can have multiple warehouses and stores. You can have multiple locations. You can do requisition in here. You can do petty cash in here. You can do quotation. You can do warehouse stock transfer. There's one particular function I'm looking for in the standard plan. Point of sale. There's a sales management system. Point of sale software. I think it's in this one. Storefront management module. So you have a POS system. Point of sale solution. All you need to do is just buy the receipt, the printer, and you have a POS software, and it's purely online. That means with this, you can stay everywhere you are and see the total sales that has happened in your business, especially if you have other people working with you. So if this is something you're interested in, by all means, consider it. Remember, all our businesses are not the same. The way we run our businesses are not the same. The levels where we are not the same. So if this is not yet for you, do not go there. Some of the things I have shared here are the things I share with my one-on-one coaching clients and our consulting clients. But as a small business owner, if you know you have the presence of mind to handle this, please, by all means, automate some of these things in your business. They help. They reduce pressure. They reduce stress. Okay? All right, everyone. Any questions? I think I am done for today. Let me see if we have any comments or observations from YouTube. See some chats. Is EIP Rev payable? Is not payable, is free to enroll, but you will need to they charge, I think it's 50 naira per transaction, but signing up is free. ERP Rev is billed per month, not per year. It's billed per month, not per year. Okay. So any other question, please? Let me check if we have questions on YouTube.
Sorry. I didn't get the charge for the payable. It cut off when you were calling the price.
No, payable is free to sign up, but they charge, okay, I think 50 naira per transaction, just like the banks charge.
Okay. Okay.
Any other question, guys? So this struggle we're having with internet, if it continues, if it doesn't improve by tomorrow, I think by tomorrow evening or Monday, we'll find a way to, either we find ways to stream it on YouTube so that, we can all watch, but still do the assignments, because I think the issue isn't with the assignments, is the viewing of the videos. So if we can, if network does not improve, as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you from my office because we're using Elon Musk Starlinks. If not, I'm not sure I would have done this Zoom from my house. That's how interesting the network is. Wale said he already has an invoice app. By all means, continue using it. Look, what I'm sharing is options. There are so many invoicing tools. There are so many accounting softwares and tools. Find one that's affordable to you and use it. If you already have one that is working for you, by all means, go ahead and use it. My company, Excel and Grace, uses Zoho Invoice. But for my coaching, my one-on-one coaching, I use Wave, Invoice by Wave. Okay, so there's no one size fits all. Just make sure you're using something to streamline and manage your accounting and financial operations as much as possible. Okay. Damian is asking, there are some accounting software or apps. So some of them are software, some of them have apps. Okay, so I know Zoho has an app. Zoho Invoice has an app. EPRF does not have an app, but you can access it from your mobile. I know some of them have, so you just check and figure out the one that works for you. Okay. All right, everyone. Since there are no questions, the replay will be up later this evening. I would also share the Zoom link for those who want to watch the replay on Zoom, and we take it up from there. I know we're supposed to have assignments for today. What's today's? Hold on, there's usually an assignment. This assignment is basically for you to figure out which of these tools would work for you and probably start practicing them. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any assignment for today, but just start practicing the assignments. Start practicing them. The tools. Try and see if there's anyone that you're using. And let me also add this. We all have different businesses, okay? I think I talked about a little bit about this in expense management. We all have different businesses. There are people who do retail. Retail is you're selling every day. You don't give invoices. You own a supermarket, you own a bakery, you're selling every day, daily sales. You don't need to give invoices. All you need to do is collect money and give the person the product or service immediately. A restaurant is a retail business. A hospital is a retail business. You pay, you get served. So payment is done immediately. What most of you need in that regard is not an invoice. You need a point of sale solution. So you need a POS software, or EPRF can help you with, something like that. But basically, have something that documents your sales, document your expenses. That's all we're having. That's the only conversation we're having. Have something that you will use to document your inventory where necessary. Okay? All right, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Let me start driving back home, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Meanwhile, this is day 16. That means we actually have 14 days left. On the last day, we are going to do a party and we're going to take a group picture. So everybody get ready. On the last day, we're going to do a group picture here on Zoom. So if you know you've not made your hair, or you are not planning to make your hair on or before 30th, please go and make it. If you know your beards have not been well shaved, go and shave it well, cut your hair before 30th. We're going to have a group photo, okay? Thanks, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.
Bye, coach.
Bye. Bye, Wally. Bye.
All right. Thanks.
Bye,
Thank you
Good
for
Bruno.
night,
today.
Bye,
sir.
Ibuku.
Yeah.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Bye, Fisayo.